Yo. I don't know why it keeps on doing this, man. It keeps on making me mad small whenever I start a stream. But yo, big up, people. What you saying? Back again with another stream, and today a little bit of a funny one, because international break. Not really much to talk about into the international break grind. Learning about it as I go. Do you know what I mean? But we're here to talk about keeping or selling in regards to Arsenal. Obviously, we got a big. I think is a very big summer that is approaching for Arsenal. I think it may even be a career-defining transfer window for certain people if they're not already gone. But that's something that we can talk about along the way. But I am here with Chinks and Potts. Justy will be joining, but he is going to be running a bit late. So obviously, big up everyone. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing, not just to me, but to everybody else's channels as well. They are in the title. And yeah, how are you lot doing, man? How are you lot been finding the international break?
Chilled, man. Enjoyed it. Can't lie. A lot of people hate on it. I needed it. I'm sick and tired of the stress of Arsenal. So it's been beautiful to have a break and chill with family, man. So I'm all good. Pleasure to be here, bruv. And yeah, good to see you both, man.
Yeah, man, I'm good. I can't complain. It's been great for my football YouTube world. I've been in some streams with some Arsenal fan royalty, so I'm over the moon at the moment. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. It's been good.
Hey, obviously he's talking about you, Dan, when he's talking about the Arsenal fan royalty.
I don't know about that, man.
Big up.
The love, bro.
All right, so obviously, before we actually jump into like the actually keep/sell, like what do you like both think that Arsenal actually need to do going into the summer? Because for me, above all else, the thing that I want to see is quickness. Like last summer, we was very slow, moved very slow. I guess everything that's kind of come to fruition now, I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe Edu actually was on his way out, and maybe that's why things slowed down, and maybe he wasn't as kind of interested in sorting out stuff for Arteta, or who knows. But there was a bit of troubles behind the scenes. But going into this next transfer window, for me, I don't want to see us spend like, for example, I think we spent like 6-7 weeks trying to sign Mikel Moreno, for example. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see, okay, transfer windows opened. Breaking news: Arsenal have agreed a deal with XYZ. I want to see us finally attack the market for a striker. I feel like we've neglected ourselves for about 8 transfer windows, and I want to see us address the wing situation, left wing and right wing. But that's just me. But yeah, where are you guys' heads at when it comes to Arsenal in the transfer window?
Go on, Chinks.
Just up front, man. I'm just curious to see what type of striker he buys, man. I want a bit of mayhem. He's very controlled. If you notice, all of his players are controlled. The players that kind of stand out this season are Ethan, Skelly, and maybe Calafiori, and those are the ones who he's had the least time with to coach. So they seem like everyone else is well coached, and them three just kind of do their own thing. So I want to see a bit of mayhem up front, to be honest. I trust his defensive signings and stuff like that. I don't know if I can bank on him in terms of signing forwards. I don't know if it's him or the club, whoever's responsibility that is, but just something else up front, personally.
Yeah, look, I think it's clear. I don't think I've been more clearer for a while that we need a centre forward and we need a left winger that's going to allow the left side to blossom, because the left side's been shocking for Arsenal for about 18 months now. And then that's not a dig at Martinelli or Trossard or anybody. That's just a dig at how we've tried to use stability on the right-hand side, and we've failed to do that on the left. Now, even this season, you could argue that the right-hand side hasn't been too stable in terms of the sustainability of Ben White and Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka. But actually, we've had many players fit on the left-hand side for the last 12 to 18 months, and we've literally failed within most of the positions. We failed to hold down a left back. Miles Lewis-Skelly looks like the best one now. We failed to get a left 8. We've seen Declan Rice play there. I've seen Fabi Vieira play there. I've seen Kai Havertz play there. Smith Rowe and Trossard had their times there. Marino's played there. No one's held that position down yet. In my opinion, I think Rice is a 6, not an 8. A lot of people disagree. And then you've got the left wing scenario of Martinelli and Trossard, and we've seen other players up there as well now. So I feel like that left-hand side has been chopped and changed so much. We haven't been able to actually allow any sustainability whatsoever. So for me, I'm looking at those positions. And, you know, I was chatting yesterday to some people about how Newcastle players would walk into Arsenal's side. Most of their left-hand side would. You know, most of it would. You look at Bruno Guimaraes, I think Tonali would have a shout. I think Gordon walks in, and I think Isak walks in. So I think that's where we need to look, man. We've got to look at this left 8 position, this left wing position, and this centre forward position in the first team. And that's without looking at the backups, because when we get into keep and sell or whatever it is, I think you'll be surprised how many Arsenal players will be leaving. You know, a lot of it is natural wastage, because a lot of it's coming back from loans that we just don't want, the Marquinhoses of this world and Fabi Vieiras and Lokongas and stuff. But when you look at what we actually need to bring in, yeah, it's a lot of players, man. A lot of players. It ain't just Arsenal need 2 or 3 players. We need about 5 or 6 at bare minimum.
This is, and spoiler alert, completely forgot about them, man. There's no image for Fabio Vieira, but we can talk about that. There's no image for Marquinhos. Like, in all fairness, when it comes to Marquinhos, like, I don't think any Arsenal fan actually cares about him. Or obviously, like, nothing personal against him, but like he had his chance way back. He just hasn't really been around. I kind of already don't consider him an Arsenal player. That's kind of what it is. I feel like we're just going to keep on sending him out on loan, and eventually, like, maybe a Spanish team or some Brazilian team is just going to give us like 10 million or 5 to 10 million, and we're just going to be like, cool, failed like young Brazilian project, and we'll just move on. In terms of Fabio Vieira, though, I can imagine him leaving. I can actually imagine him leaving, because I don't see how he works his way back into the team, especially if Arsenal wanna go to the next level. I don't see how he works himself back into the first 11 personally. But hey, I don't know. Maybe there's a shake up in the I don't know, in the direction, because Berta's here now. That's part of it. Berta's here now, and what we may think, Berta may have a completely different kind of image of how he sees Arsenal going forward. But I guess we just have to like pray, say a prayer that he's got more power than Arteta, because if he doesn't, then I mean, we're probably in for more of the same going into the summer transfer window. I'm just thinking, is there anyone else that we have on loan? So I haven't done Carl Hein, because I'll be honest. Stars decided to join.
Carl Hein, Lokonga, Tavares, Fabi Vieira, Reece Nelson.
The loanees. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's also someone that needs to be
Tavares. We still own Tavares.
We can talk about him. We can talk about him like after it, can't we?
Oh,
because we're going to sell all of them, aren't we? Let's be real. No one's keeping any of those guys.
Yeah, isn't Tavares is a obligation.
He's obligation, so he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's already gone.
Lokonga's gone.
Yeah, Lokonga's gone. Yeah, Lokonga's an obligation as well. Lokonga is an obligation.
I thought that was an option, but fair enough. If it's obligation, then
I might be a bit late here because I just tapped in on Google and it says Pablo Mari. He's got to be gone, hasn't he?
Yeah.
100%. He's 100%.
I know that said it was if they didn't get relegated or something like that, weren't it?
God forbid he came back into Arsenal. I'd probably lose my mind if I'm being completely honest. But Sada's joined us, but he's being a fraud because he's muted and he doesn't have his...
Big up, man. Big up. Can't lie, I'm away on holiday at the moment, you know what I mean? So that's why there's no camera, do you know what I mean? I ain't got the professional setup. But we're here, man. We're here, do you know what I mean? I saw keep and sell, bro. I was like, yeah, let me get involved in all of this, bro.
Okay.
I'm here, man.
Okay.
Now, big up hooks though, man. Like and subscribe.
You're funny, man. You're funny. And obviously, big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, look.
Appreciate you. This is what I talk about. These YouTube famous people. They get me subs. Yeah.
One more person is going to be joining us. So it went from just me, Justy, Chinks, and Potts to now Saad and Matt should be joining us at some point as well. So I will share my screen. When Saad came in, I had to delay it a bit because I was like, oh, I need to add another lane. But you guys will see what I mean. So obviously, around these sides, we do Miro, innit? Those that know about Miro, yeah, all the project managers out there in the world, yeah, we created a little something over here, you know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm thinking is we go through each player and then we basically say keep, sell, maybe reasons why. And then at the end, I've got like a final lane where it's like, well, there's going to be 6 of us now. So basically the majority wins. That's the kind of what I have in mind. And if there's not a majority, then I guess we can leave it up to the chat to kind of decide, cool, do they get rid or do they keep? So obviously, first player, David Wright.
Keep, obviously.
Keep.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty obvious, isn't it? I know that D will keep him as well. So now I know that, for example, I know that Neto is leaving anyway because he's on loan. And I guess the same applies to Raheem Sterling. And the same will apply to Kieran Tierney because apparently he's already signed a contract with Celtic. I guess you can say, would you have kept him? I guess that's probably when it comes to things like that. Would you have kept him? And the loan players, I guess we can say, cool. In the scenario where we could extend them, would you choose to extend them? So Neto, would you extend Neto, or would you rather go out into the market and sign a fresh new number 2?
Fresh. I ain't seen this guy enough. I don't know. Don't even know what he looks like.
Hey,
I'll tell you, 100.
Is it mad that I keep? I'll just give it to Setford, bro. Like I don't even know why we're doing all of this. Like second. Like, bro, just let the young kid just have it, man. Let him grow with it. He can come in, have some experience. He's actually had experience in the cuts before. I swear he's played in a cup game for us. Do you know what I mean, bro? There's no harm in doing it, bro. So all of this trying to buy another keeper and buy another. We bought enough of these guys, man. I'll be real. Just give it to a kid. You never know. Look at Miles Lewis-Skelly, bro. What if this Setford guy comes in and then bang? Do you know what I mean? He's able to perform to a high level, bro. Like we don't know in it, but yeah, man. I would get rid of Neto, man. Yeah.
What about you, Dan?
Yeah, man, get rid of him, man. I saw little of him and he was shocking when he played. I thought he was terrible and I wasn't massively a fan of him at Bournemouth. So, yeah, I'd say get rid. I don't mind keeping Setford or the other lad, but I feel like they were going to go in for another backup goalkeeper. And I always say, get your number 1 and then your number 2 should be an experienced. Somebody like Kasper Schmeichel, somebody like that. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. That's what I'd rather have, somebody like that coming in who's been there and done it. Other than a, sort of backup dusty goalkeeper. So that's what I would do. But I think we're going to probably go in for that Garcia guy at Espanyol and have him.
Ain't he like 25 mil or something?
Yeah, that is a mad money. He's like £25 million. Yeah,
get this.
Crazy.
I mean, I've never understood like spending loads of money on a number 2, but I must admit, just because of this, I'm selling him. I can't lie. Just because of this, man. When I saw him dive outside the box, I couldn't believe my eyes. I honestly,
yeah, man.
And something as well is like, I don't know, like we brought him in, and I was under the assumption that he would play a lot more games than what he had. And like, there's even like, for example, the last game that we had in the Champions League, where we was already automatically qualified, Arteta still opted to play Raya ahead of playing Neto. So to me, that shows that he actually doesn't rate him at all. Like he didn't even really play. Well, I mean, I know we got knocked out early, but he didn't even play in the FA Cup game. So it's like, obviously I imagined him to play in the FA Cup game. He didn't actually play in too many of the of the Carabao Cup game. So it was like, why are you here? Big up Matt. So Matt came in. Sard dropped out. Hopefully Sard comes back. So Matt, what are you saying? Would you keep or would you sell Neto?
Gone. Let him go, man. Straight away. Gone. No hesitation, bro.
Okay. We're all pretty much agreeing at the I'm assuming that Justy, I'll answer on Justy's behalf. Do you know what, with Justy, when he comes here, we can see how much I actually know D when it comes to Arsenal, innit? So I'm gonna guess some of the things that I'm gonna guess who he would keep, who he would sell, and then when he comes in, he can clarify in it. So cool. Saliba. Now, Saliba, yeah. Cool. I'm pretty sure everybody would want to keep him.
Sell him.
Oh, sell him. You sell Saliba, yeah? We selling him. You're selling him.
2 years. If he wants to go, fuck off. If he wants to go, if this Real Madrid shit's true, there's 2 years on the contract. Fuck off. No, I'm joking. Keep him, man. Keep him. Keep him.
But would any of you sell him if it meant that we had to generate money to bring in, like, for example, let's just say, would you sell Saliba if it meant it generated enough money to secure Isak?
No, I'd rather sell my kidney. I got two. I sell a kidney before I do that, mate. Forget that.
So everyone's keeping Saliba. That's a pretty standard one. So I guess on to the next one, Tierney. He's leaving, but if you had the opportunity to, would you keep him?
Nah, still good with him.
I'm a fan of Tierney. I like him, always have. But the manager don't like him, and for his own sake, the way we've treated him is, in my opinion, disgusting, disgraceful. So go enjoy your career, man. Go revive it. You're 27. You're not 37 like this manager's had you believe. Go and show the manager you're a good left back. Because people that think we have to get rid of him because he can't invert and he's injury prone, just stop listening to this manager, man. He's a great left back. He's old school. He can overlap. He can cross a ball in better than anyone we've got. He's better than Calafiori. He's better than Zinchenko. So I don't know why we've waited so long to try and upgrade on this guy. And we're now down to 7 left backs and they're still not better than Tierney. So we either need to stop scouting left backs that are shit or actually go and get one that can actually play football better than Kieran Tierney, which I must say, I don't think is unbelievably difficult, but it seems like this manager is making it very difficult because Nuno Tavares is not better than Tierney. Zinchenko is not better than Tierney. It doesn't look like Calafiori is anywhere near as good as Kieran Tierney. So for me, as much as I would probably keep him if I was walking into the management style now, Mikel Arteta don't want him, man. So he's got to go. And I think he will go to Celtic and I think he'll do well over there again.
You know what's weird, yeah? Because I had the exact same opinion, but Arteta's used him a bit more this season.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
So that's the only thing that makes me think. If I could, I would keep him, you know. If I
keep him?
If I could, I would.
Okay.
I think he could be used on the left. Maybe not because you've seen how the inverted thing works for the team and possession and how Gabriel covers the space when the guy inverts. And we do that quite well. We got the best defense in the league. So we don't need a traditional left back, I say. But certain game states, I've seen him come on and look quite effective. So it's more of this is more of a jink like the Arsenal thing. You know, we always do the thing that's right by the player if they want to go and be nice to them and all that. Fuck all that now. If we need you for 15 minutes, we want to close out a game, sit on the fucking bench, mate. We pay your wages. And that's it. I'm tired of us being nice, man. Fuck the nice guy shit anymore, man.
Hear that. So you're keeping. I thought, what are you saying? You're keeping Tierney?
Listen, man, if I could, bro, I would, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm on the same mindset. as Shinks, I can't lie, man. Listen, with this whole thing, bro, like, you need somebody who can cross the ball. The way this man crosses the ball, is underrated, bro. This guy's giving pinpoint delivery straight to the guy's head, bro. The guy's if we had somebody other than Havertz and sometimes Marino, that for some reason these guys have got 50p head, bro. So they can't like put the ball into the back of the net, bro. It's hitting their head and it's going like sideways, bro, and backwards. If we had somebody who's competent who could actually head the ball into the back of the net, bro, Tierney would have like five assists, 6 assists already this season. It would be like, oh my god, Tierney could be back. But bro, listen, you just need with somebody like Isak. and Tierney putting them balls in. I agree, man. Like sometimes, like just sit on the bench, bro. Just sit on the bench, bro, and just hold it for a second. We might need you a couple of games. You might get a big game, you might get a smaller game, but bro, you're gonna play football. Do you know what I mean? And you'll win trophies as well if we're able to get the right players in.
I guess there is also the argument. I guess there is also the argument that we could just invert from the right if we play Tierney. It gives us the option to have the overlap on the left-hand side. And I mean, truth be told, like, I think the best we've seen of Martinelli is when he has someone that overlaps on that. And I mean, I hate the whole, like, bring Martinelli to life. We need this person here to bring him to life and all of that. I hate that stuff. But I mean, the truth of the matter is, like, we saw the best of Martinelli when he had Tierney at left back. So, but I mean, I think I wouldn't keep him. The only reason I wouldn't keep him is because I think it's pretty clear that he's not really gonna be used at all at Arsenal. And I hear the like coming off the bench, like 15 minutes here, 5 minutes there. But I just feel like as a footballer, you need to play as many minutes as possible, especially in a system that you like it's not a traditional system, right? So I just feel like he would come in and way too many times he would just be out of place. Like this, and it could come to a point where it is to our detriment. So yeah, and I'm kind of with Potts in the sense that it's like I like Tierney. I think he's a proper sound guy. I was gassed when he came. I loved his first season, and I think he deserves to go somewhere and play like first team football because he is at the level to be playing first team football. So yeah, that's where I kind of stand with it. Matt, what you were saying, you were sell, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you and Dan. I feel like it was sad that he wasn't getting game time. We've seen what Calafiori's been doing, like this aura talk, but he's got the mistake in him as we've seen. He might look good going forward at times, scoring a goal. Yeah, it looks good. But in terms of a left back, he's probably our best one. And I just think he deserves the move back to Celtic. We always knew he was going back. I didn't want him to go back like this, but yeah, it is what it is. I like the guy. Like, he's one of our favourites, isn't it? You know, seeing him in winter when he's got his shirt and that on his way in gloves. Yeah, like, I'm just happy for him to go there and enjoy it. So yeah, it's one of them. Sell because we like him, he deserves it. Because at the end of the day, we need a settled team, and he's not going to play.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. So, boy, I'm saying my brother Ben White, keeping him. There's for me, there's no conversation when it comes to Ben White. Like, that's just me personally. Like, I think we would be crazy to get rid of him. But is there anyone that would like to see Ben White be sold in the summer?
No.
Except for them exotic brothers that come out and say, "Oh, look at him on the transition when you got a fast winger against him." Like them exotic brothers that try doing this whole, "Oh, we need the perfect right back, bro." Like, do you know what I mean? Just allow it, bro. Let the guy live, bro. When he goes forward and when he's mixing it up with Saka, bro, you're not complaining when the goals are coming and he's doing assists and this guy's doing all mad shit, and you're seeing, what's his name, get it twist up, Doku, bro.
Yeah,
I got nuts, bro. Twist up and then left on the floor, bro, and see you later. Do you know what I mean? But these man want to start complaining about Ben White's defending or when it comes against a fast winger. It's all good, man. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But he's still able to perform at a high level for me. I can't believe some people want to get rid of this guy. It's crazy.
You keeping him, Potts?
Yeah, man, I love Ben White. I've got a lot of time for him. I think I've missed him a little bit this season, and some people haven't spoken about it enough. I do think Timber's better. I do think he's a better right back, Timber. I think he's ridiculously good. He's been one of Arteta's best signings for me already. I think he's been absolutely insanely good. But I'm a fan of Ben White, man. I'm definitely keeping him, 100%.
Sweet. So, elephant in the room. Yeah. Saudi came for this guy. I think it was not this season, the season before. It seems like Saudi are backing for him. It seems that we could generate 100 million euros cash. Would you keep or sell, Gabriel?
Have to keep him. You
gotta keep him, man. Keeping him.
Have to keep him.
Facts.
This might sound insane, yeah. I'd rather sell Saliba than Gabriel.
Oh,
thank you.
Wait,
I thought it was just me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what?
I actually thought it was just me.
No,
Like,
you
the
know
thing
what?
is,
I love. Go on.
let me just because Chinks is obviously gonna explain it as well, yeah. But I just, from my point of view, yeah, I already know that Saliba's going. Like in my head, he's already going, bro. Like I see him in a Real Madrid shirt, so I know eventually down the line, no matter how much we win, I think there's gonna come a time where he's gonna say, "Okay, I've won enough here. I need to go to my dream place, bro. My dream team, where I want it to be." Yeah, which is Real Madrid. Let's call it. Let's call it. The fact is, he wants to go to that team and be there wearing a white shirt. Do you know what I mean? Galactico, Aura, whatever. But Gabriel, for me, yeah, it's hard to find somebody like him. The way he was there from the very start, yeah. And then on top of that, he's got physicality. He's been able to improve his reading of the game. He doesn't make bozo moments no more. Yes, I understand Saliba is world class, bro. But I think you can replace Saliba. I think you can replace Saliba, but you can't get rid of both of them. One of them you have to keep. And for me, Gabriel is just, bro, he's shown like he never talks about going to another club. Like there's never like rumors of him going to another club because they don't discuss that, bro. Why is there news always of Saliba going? Something doesn't sound right there, bro. So I think loyalty stands with Gabriel. This whole thing came out with Saudi. I don't think he's gonna go, in my personal opinion. I think he's gonna stay, and I think Saliba is gonna go further down the line.
Yeah, and for me, I think Gabriel's job is harder than Saliba's because because we invert, he's got to look after the left back slot a little bit and the left centre back, and Saliba's kind of got either Timber or White to the right of him. So I feel like I think Gabriel's job is a bigger job than Saliba's in terms of space to cover, and I also think that White or Timber would do a better job in centre back on Saliba's side than anyone in our team can do on Gabriel's side. I don't think there's anyone in our team who can do Gabriel's job. I think there'll be people who can do Saliba's job a bit better than the other way around, personally.
And big up. He's arrived, yeah. So, moment of truth. Nice, cool. Moment of truth, yeah. So, I was guessing what you would go with, yeah, with the keep or the sell, yeah. Let's see how right I was, yeah. So, would you keep Raya?
Yeah, keep.
Would you sell Neto?
Probably.
If you're thinking about that.
Cool.
Probably.
Would you keep Saliba?
Yeah, of course.
Would you sell Kieran Tierney?
Yeah.
Would you keep Ben White?
Yeah.
Would you keep Gabriel?
Of course.
Man, a bad man.
Yeah.
See that?
Well done.
You get it. I knows this thing. You get it. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, cool. So, I think this is the obvious one, Timber. I would be highly surprised if anybody wanted to sell him. Like, highly surprised. But
he's the best right back. He's the best right back in the league. He stays.
Wild take. I think he's our best. I think he's the best footballer in our whole team. I think any position you put him in, he can do a job. I think he's got a hat trick up front. That's how good I think this guy is.
You know what though? I just think he's not getting the credit he actually deserves. Are we forgetting the injury he come back from? Like, and the way he's playing. You look at other players that recover from that injury, the performances they put in is a bit hit and miss. I think it's only maybe him and Van Dijk who have come back and got to that optimum form. Yeah. And without him at right back, God knows where it would be, because another other person we're going to get into who's been missing the whole season would be done. Would be complete. So we thank God that he's been fit after that. But yeah, he's irreplaceable. Probably like you said, probably our best player, football player, typical player there.
I mean, I hear the shout, Chinks. I won't lie to you. I definitely hear the shout. Kirio.
Oh, you're doing it individually.
Yeah. Kirio. What we saying?
So.
Oh, come on, man. What are we doing here? I mean, stuff from love, bro. This guy is twerking gal out of here, bro. I lie, bro. You know, this is the only thing. This is the only thing he's well known for, bro. Is this his girl does twerking stuff for Allah, bro. You know
how do you know that?
This is crazy, man. Get this guy out of here, bro.
How do you know that, bro?
Who's that talking?
He's going, man. He's got to go, man.
Side.
Oh, Charlotte, welcome, my G.
Bro.
Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, I'd pay for the coach trip and buy him all the Tuskies he needs. I'm just
Yes.
man.
Okay, Kiwior. What are you saying, Potts? You Kiwior out?
Yeah, man, I've seen enough.
What is everyone out?
Yeah, man, I've seen enough, bro. I've
What
seen
is
enough.
us out? It's us out.
Nah, come on, man. I don't know. I didn't mind him when he first came in. I thought maybe he was going to be something that could potentially get good, but he's never developed. I think there's been a lot of mistakes. I went to the Fulham game at Craven Cottage, and Raul Jimenez, who's I don't know how old now, just made him look silly. So yeah, for me, I'm done with him, and I feel like we need to go and get a replacement for him. If I'm honest, it's mad for me. Like we've got Gabriel and Saliba, but we've literally got zero cover for either of them.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
100%.
you have to play like shift one of them over to play from fullback to centre back. I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Like I've seen Ben White at centre back, and he's nowhere near as good as he is at right back. I like Timber at centre back, but I prefer him at right back. Tomiyasu likewise, hardly ever fit. And then you got Kiwior or Tierney, and it's just like, come on, man! Like we actually need to go and get two centre halves that can actually back up these two, because these two are playing way too much football. Gabriel and Saliba. So yeah, it worries me, man. Worries me long term. But yeah, I'd get rid of Kiwior. I've seen enough of him, man. He ain't good enough for me.
So one of our backup centre backs going. The next brother, for me, it's a hard one, isn't it? Pause, because Tomiyasu, he's had his surgery. I'm willing to wait to see
No.
how the surgery went.
Lads.
No.
Hear me out.
Him and Jesus go, man. They go.
Hear me out. Tomiyasu is the only brother, in that I know off the top of my head in the Premier League that can play right centre back, left centre back, and left back.
Good standard.
So can Timber.
Timber can't play. No, Timber's good. He's good, but he's got aerial problems at centre back. He struggles with the physical, the aerial duels thing, and he can't really play left centre back.
What's that got to do? Because Tomiyasu is injured all the time. It's not whether he can play in all positions or not. It's neither here nor there, bro.
Let's take it away. We're not going to. They take it away from football hooks. What about marketing? How are we going to sell shirts in Asia if we get rid of him?
Yeah. Okay. And then if we can't sell shirts in Asia, how
we'll sign Uchings, isn't it?
That was a good one.
I can't lie. I'm Tomiyasu keeping.
No, just put Tomiyasu and sell for everyone, man. That's easy.
Hooks being soft, bro.
But he's been good for us, though, lads.
No, he's been good, but I don't know about you, look. But you know what used to piss me off? You know, like when Japan had their squad and he would pop in. I'm like, right, he's back. He'll come back for that one game. Halfway in, he's injured. I'm like, mate, when you coming back?
Hooks is just trying to drag out the stream. That's all he's trying to do.
Harsh, man.
You know what? I ain't got time for passengers now. We're talking about we're here, nearly there. I ain't got time for this anymore.
But it's just his injury record. It's got nothing to do with anything else. It's purely just injury record. Because your injury record, you have to go him, Tierney. Who's the other one? There's one more.
Jesus, like you said, isn't it?
Jesus. They just got to go. No, not Partey
as well. Then he's injury prone. We're being racist now. Why is the Asian injured guy got to go? But the black one ain't. We're being racist now, lads.
Don't make me do the Sol Campbell, you know.
Let's get rid of him. Man.
So wait, what? Sard Potts, are you Tomiyasu out as well?
Of course they are.
Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm done with Tommy Crikey. I mean, I've been on the pitch longer than him this season. Jesus, this guy, man. Oh, jeez. Jesus as well. What a flop he's been. £50 million. Oh,
time to go.
Time to move these guys out, man.
All right, Sard, man.
Please help me, Sard.
Please, Sard, man. Please.
Sard, do the right thing.
Listen, man. You know what I mean? Big up to Tomiyasu and that. All I'm gonna say about Tomiyasu, is you can't sell an injured player, mate. So I'm giving him next season. Let's see what happens. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Listen, you never know, innit? You never know. We understand that he's been injured, We understand that he's had certain issues, But listen, imagine if this big operation that he's had fixes it, bro.
Yeah, but then you can't say you need Arteta has to win a title, a cup next season, and then say you should keep Tommy. Then you can't have it both ways.
This is harsh.
Would you mean he has to? But the starting 11 that he has is good enough.
No, but you need a squad. You need a squad to win. You need a squad to win
Yeah, but
trophies,
he
innit?
still has players in there that can come and fill in
No,
positions.
but I'm saying if you keep Tommy, if you're saying keep Tommy now, hypothetically, you're basically saying that takes a place away from us buying a squad player. If you say that, then you can't say when next season we have no squad depth that Arteta should have bought players. Then you can't say it takes away our whole argument.
I do think the problem is though, D, is that how the hell are we going to sell this guy?
That's
We
the,
can't.
yeah.
We won't sell him. We won't be able to sell him.
Yeah,
So I think we're
man.
stuck
that's-
with
that's-
him for another year, man.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
him
That's what
and
I'm saying,
Jesus. Jesus is
You can't sell
unsellable
an
as well.
injured player, bro.
we're stuck
Okay,
with him.
let's just say we have to keep him, but we want to sell him.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We want to
Yeah.
sell him, but we might have to. I respect we have to keep him and Jesus because they're injured, but we
Yeah,
don't
of
want
course, of course, of
to.
course.
Yeah. I think that's where we're at. Yeah,
Jesus is on 200 and what's it, 60 or
That's
something a week.
65. Yeah, it's
Like,
ridiculous.
what is that about, bruv?
Well, I got what I wanted, so I'm kind of happy. So
Who's the next player?
it's 3-3. So I put a poll in the chat. The chat will decide: do we keep Tomiyasu or do we sell Tomiyasu? And while that's running,
Yeah.
man like Zinni, I can't lie. I'm team.
I would keep Zinni, you know.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm team keep Zinni, you know. And
No, this is racism.
wait,
What's going on
before anyone loses their minds, I'm gonna explain it. Yeah,
I'll keep
I
Zinni.
got shown a glimpse of what I've always known. Yeah, is if we play this brother in midfield, yeah, he
No.
does the business. Yeah, so I would happily keep him as a rotation option for Erdegaard and for left back. I would rather it be more Erdegaard, and truth be told, I still want to see him play in the left 8. So if Arteta is willing, yeah, to explore playing him in these areas next season, I would keep him. However, if he's not, and he only sees him at left back, then I would sell him. But
do you want to win the league or not?
I want to win the league every season.
Okay, so do you want to win the league next season?
I want to win the league every season.
Yeah, so the only reason I'm keeping Zinchenko is purely because of like what we had this season. We have an injury crisis. That's the only reason I'm keeping Zinchenko. I'm not keeping Zinchenko to start deciding maybe he should be competing with Odegaard or anything like that.
Yeah, no. I said rotation.
Yeah, so so
Tommy, though.
for depth.
Yeah.
Tommy's better squad depth than Zinni. He can play more positions.
Tommy's injured.
So Zinni's always injured.
Not like Tommy.
He's a 70-minute player at best.
Well, let's go to the next
Yes.
one. I can't. Zinchenko and bruv.
I just think Zinni, we've seen him play well in midfield, cool. But I think I'm with D. Yeah. I just feel like we're resting on these laurels of like we want to get better and better. If we're keeping people like Zinni, we're really not going to change. Yeah, no, I mean, and don't get me wrong. When Zinni and Jesus come, yeah, I would say because when Zinni and Jesus come, they raised the floor for us. Like they took us up a bit. But now,
Yeah, definitely.
we want ceiling raisers now. I ain't got time for someone that's get injured, might put him in an 8. Where's our 11 or bench options? Where like, you know what? He's out. He's like really going for it. Like I'm tired of it.
I'm only keeping Zinni because of an emergency crisis like what we had this
That's
year.
it.
That's the only reason I'm keeping him. I ain't keeping him to play.
And left back, don't get me started. Yeah, because we see that long ball that goes over the top of him all the time. Like, I don't want that no more.
Who are the next players?
I'm selling him, but
We
it's
said
heavily
we-
influenced by TTM because he said that me and Saad are trying to keep the whole team. So I'm saying selling Zinni.
Selling Zinni. Okay.
So
So
look at you can't even be yourself.
Hooks, man, you already know my thoughts on this guy,
Yeah.
bro.
Where's
I
Pop?
Bro, this guy
I
is
went-
not a
no,
man, bro.
Potts is-
Wallahi.
yeah,
Guy ain't a man, bro. This guy's crying every single minute, bro. Do I want somebody who's crying in the title race, bro? Come on, man. Wallahi, bro.
Man,
And-
I'm getting rid of him quickly, man.
Yeah,
I want to
heard
see this
That's
guy
awful,
anywhere near. I ain't seen this guy anywhere near left back ever again. I think he's a disaster. And even in midfield, as much as it's cool, if you want top 4, go for it. I don't want top 4. I want to win the league. So let's upgrade on him. Let's take 20 million. I think we paid about 27. Let's just try and get 20 back. Get him gone. 150k a week is criminal. Get
Oh,
that
you know
off.
what? Oh, you didn't say about the money, how much you're getting for him. Yeah, if you add that, yeah, he goes.
Just get rid, man. Get rid.
Yeah, I thought it was just like just get rid of him. I didn't know you was getting money for him.
we'll get money. Oh, so if we're getting money from you, sending him.
Yeah, definitely. If we're getting money for him, yeah. I thought it was just a like a keeper or so, you just get rid of kind of thing, like on free basically. I didn't know it was a money thing.
100% a money thing. Cool. So Calafiori.
It goes.
Calafiori.
Aura.
Quick thing. I'm gonna throw it out there.
The aura
Quick
thing.
thing. I'm selling. I'll be so real. I'm selling.
You're selling California.
I'm sorry.
Already.
Like, do you know what it is?
Justify this, please.
I can't be asked to deal with a brother that's injured bare. We already have too many of them.
Did you just say?
I'd rather us hold the L and sell him, get whatever money we can get back, maybe a little 5 million on top, and we keep it moving. Like, the only difference between him and Tomiyasu is Tomiyasu can play everywhere in the back line. He's landlocked to left back and LCB, and he barely plays. So for me, I would sell. I don't mind if he stays. Like, I haven't got the gun at him and or saying, Berta, the first thing you need to do is sell Calafiori. But if I'm given the option to generate money from him, move on and find someone that's a little less injury prone, I would do it. What are you even saying?
So, Hook, let me get this right. You're keeping Tomiyasu and Zinchenko and selling Calafiori.
It's crazy.
I have my reasons.
Not that I'm a Calafiori fan, by the way, because I don't rate him at the moment. I'm willing to give him another season, but I don't look at him and go, wow, that's taken us next level, Calafiori. I'm like, this guy is rash and he's cost us a lot, right? I know he scored 2 goals, but we didn't bring him to score 2 goals. We bought him to be our left back that was going to take us to the next level, and he hasn't been able to do that. So I'm giving him another season. I'm not going to sell him yet, but I haven't been impressed by him. But I'll be selling Zinchenko and Tomiyasu and even Tierney, who I like, over him, because let's be real, like they're done, aren't they? So that's where I'm at.
I hear it. What am I the only sell?
No, I don't think you can sell him. I feel like you give him another season, but again, I will say I haven't been that impressed. Like, I expected a lot more. Some of the mistakes he makes, and it's the little things. It's like taking too long to come and get to the winger, and it really frustrates me. And I want to see more from him. And listen, Italians generally don't fare well in the league. I see it. Anyway, Tonali is probably one of the few I've looked at and I've gone, yeah, all right, you're balling. So I'll give him just a bit more time, one more season. The fact you're giving Tomiyasu over him is bugging me.
I hear it. So Chinks, you're in, right? You're keeping him.
Yeah, I'm heavy on the keep, man. I want to see. He it sounds contradictory. He's impressed me more going forward than he has defended. So I'd want to see him in more advanced positions. Like, I think Arteta's a bit weird. When people say we want like attackers, he looks at the game differently, and he don't look at people for positions. He looks at them for attributes. So I think he's a player who, like, they say like he's ahead of the ball. When he plays, he's typically always ahead of the ball. He's someone who makes forward runs, and we don't really have a lot of that in our team. So I think I'd like to see him. I prefer to, like, it sounds weird to see him like left 8 or something like that, but I want to see him with a bit more free reign on the left and attacking more, because he's I've seen him turn a man and then bang it against the post. He's looked like our best forward at left back at some time. So I want to see him with a leash off a bit more and less defensive responsibility personally.
So D, what are you saying? Keeping Calafiori, selling him?
Yeah, I'll keep Cali, man.
Yeah,
definitely. It's just got there, man. You got to give him. He's 22. He's just got there, bro.
I hear it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying, bro. I can't believe you're getting rid of him, bro.
Okay.
Must be
I
here for
respect
2
it,
minutes, bro. 2
I
minutes.
respect
I'm
it.
like,
For having
I
your
hear
own
it.
thoughts, I respect it.
I hear it. Now, for me, the big one, Uncle Party. What are we saying about Uncle Party? His contract's out in the summer.
It's done, man. It's done.
Is it?
Bro, I'm seeing a Matt out and a Saad out. Okay. Who else is out?
Wait, before we shift here, am I the only one who thinks he's our best midfielder?
He is the best midfielder.
He is our best midfielder, bro. He is. I'll give him a year extension, but I need to see him as our backup. I need him to be the Jorginho of this year for me.
Facts.
I don't want him starting every game, but I think we need some cover. If you're getting rid of Partey and Jorginho, I don't rate Marino in that role. That means you got Rice, and that's it. So we might have to bring like 2 or 3 midfielders in. I don't think we can do that this summer, on top of 3 attackers that everyone wants. So I feel like, Partey kept for a year extension as the backup and go from there. That's what I would do. I'd let Jorginho go. Oh, which will come to, I suppose. But Partey,
And there was a point in this season as well when he had the most appearances and minutes for us. So consider someone who's traditionally always injured and missing a certain amount of games. Last season, he got, well, not like this season, he's played a lot of games, man. He's filled in at right back. It ain't been the best, but I'd want to keep him, man.
You know what? I think, listen to what Dan said. Exactly. That's a point where he's got to, each year we've got to replace the coaches of the team, the leaders on the touchline. And I think Partey come in, bit part, we'll see good level as well. I don't think you can play him every single game because he doesn't have the legs anymore, innit, when we play him in that deep line position. So I do feel, if we're going to go with Jorginho, and I'll prefer him over Moreno because, again.
So you're keeping Partey now? You change your mind?
Yeah, I said keep him, but on bench. He's not going to be a starter. He's just going to be like a rotational option, like Jorginho.
D?
Yeah, I keep Partey, man. If we lose him, we've got a big drop.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think that's a big player to fill, man.
And he's a big part of the reason why I think Rice is playing 8 instead of 6, because Rice is better at 8 than Partey would be, and Partey's better at 6 than Rice is at the moment. So I think he's keeping Rice out, and Rice is £100 million player.
Yeah, facts. We keeping the captain?
What captain?
Martin. Of
course we're keeping Martin.
Man said, are you keeping Odegaard? Yeah, Malik.
Okay, I just had to check in it. He gets a lot of slander online, so I thought maybe people might want to see him go, but everyone wants to keep him. Everyone's keeping him. Okay, cool. No, there's no.
Definitely, bro.
I hear it. Okay, cool.
I don't even know why
you just mentioned a captain. And you'd keep him as captain as well, guy? I'm just asking because
I wouldn't keep him as captain. Nah.
Thank you.
I keep him. I keep Odegaard, but I think he's a left 8. I don't think he's a 10. I mean, I haven't seen him do. He's not a De Bruyne, but he's not a captain, man. He's not a leader, is he? He's a nice guy around the place, but come on.
I ain't taking Gabriel number off him though.
For me, I'll go Gabriel and then in the future someone like a Rice, because I think when I look at Martin,
Gabriel and Rice, bro, 100%.
This is it exactly. Yeah.
No, but it goes back to what you lot were saying about coaches. Like Odegaard is Arteta on the pitch. Like he's the one who leads the press. Like he's quite important. He runs his socks off. He works hard. I understand he's not your traditional loud and want to shout at everybody, but I think he's all right, man. I like what he represents.
But this is the problem, though. Like, are we with Odegaard? I can have a conversation with the people who say like, I don't want him as captain. Yeah. He's not captain material. I can't have a conversation with people that are telling me he's got to leave this season after this bad season. That's where I put a line in the sand, because for me, if you want to talk about captaincy, you can put out your argument. Oh, he's not loud enough. You know what I mean? He doesn't show like that. He can really give these players like a talking to, like, do you know what I mean? In the change rooms, you expect him to be the one that if it's a crap performance, you expect him to go to the change rooms and be like lacing these man down, like, what are you doing? You're playing like awful today. You're doing this and you're doing that. I'm playing awful. If he's playing awful, he's got to put himself in there as well and say that I'm playing awful as well. We need to fix up in the second half. But for me, like, we don't know if that's happening or not. Do you know what I mean? Because certain players are more quiet on the pitch, but then we've seen that in the change rooms they're more louder. In this kind of way, they're more louder. They're ones that would show rather than scream at the players. They would show them, like, follow what I'm doing, perform to my level. You need to reach my standard. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's different. It's different with captaincy, in my opinion. I don't think you could just look at it as like there's only one way to be a captain.
My thing with the captaincy is not so much about that. It's more about his performance levels. Like, if your captain shouldn't be potentially droppable. That's the only issue that I've got with the captaincy. Like, as much as I think he's an okay captain, it's not an issue. I think if you was performing at a high level, then we wouldn't be talking about it. But the fact that your performance levels have dropped, that's the issue. Your captain can't be droppable. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. If he gets to a point where we feel like we need a new player in the 10, for example, then he can't be captain, because your captain needs to be, if not your best player, definitely your most inspirational.
I think he'll be better next season. I think it's just one of them this season where he's just been asked to do a bit too much because of what's going on with the team and everything. We saw when we had that settled midfield, the Xhaka and Odegaard was doing his thing, just floating around. So we'll see the best of him. You don't sell him. You don't.
Yeah, but that's more like just like what you think might happen. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but in terms of captaincy, I'm in agreement with wherever. I always like my captains to be a centre back general. I grew up on Patrick Vieira, bro. That's the type.
Very centre midfield, bro.
No, but I'm saying that type of midfielder. That's what I'm looking for. Like a.
Oh, before you said centre back, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Like a leader. And centre back, I was talking like Adams back in the day and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
General type thing. You know what I mean, I think Odegaard. Will tell him who goes. Oh yeah. Mikel was saying, like, bare soft than that. I want aggression, bro.
Odegaard's not going anywhere, man. He ain't leaving anywhere. He's Arteta's guy. He'll stay the captain. You know, unless we get a new manager, we might change it up, but I can't see that happening, man. So he's staying, and I do think he's like people. He's nowhere near the levels of some of the other players Arsenal have had, but I think he's very good. I think some people look at him as like being one of the best number 10s we've ever had. He ain't nowhere near that level. Like I grew up on Merce and Bergkamp, and I've seen Ozils and Cazorlas and Cesc Fabregas. He ain't that level. He ain't that level. But he's a good player. He's a good player.
You know, can we sidestep a bit here? Because you said Ozil, I prefer Odegaard to Ozil. You know.
No way.
You know why? Just the work rate. Ozil's a lazy bastard.
No,
Odegaard runs man down.
Like I think he's definitely a harder worker, yeah.
And definitely. I appreciate that.
But I think Ozil was levels in terms of his technical ability.
Yeah, but then you have to wait to see Odegaard how he gets to when he's really at his best, because he's still got a good 5, 6, 7 years left.
Yeah, he's 26, isn't he? So he's got
got a long while. You got to get to the end to see if he really becomes.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to do what Ozil did, but let's hope he does at Arsenal. He won everything, didn't he? But yeah, let's see.
Ozil's definitely a better, defo, 100% a better footballer. I don't even think some of the stuff that I've seen Ozil do with the football is absolutely insane. But the work rate thing, I do hear it, and obviously, big up Saeed TV for the raid. Everyone that's come through, just make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Make sure you're subscribing to all of the Mandem's channels. They are in the title, apart from Matt's and Sards. I will add it in a sec. And yeah, man, enjoy the show. We're just doing a keep sell for Arsenal. Basically, I just put Saka, Ranieri, and Miles Lewis-Skelly into keep for everyone, because really and truly, if anybody wanted to sell them, I don't know, maybe I invited the wrong people to the show. But Jorginho, he is leaving, but if you had the opportunity to keep him, would you?
Yeah, I would.
Nah, man.
I would.
Nah.
Yeah, I'll keep him if I could.
It's the filling in the space in the squad thing. I'd rather get someone else in, because I know what he's capable of. I'm not trying to say he's rubbish. He's been important. When there's a certain type of game state, he's good. He's great. He's the metronome. Everything works through him. He's got composure. He controls the game. I appreciate everything he does. But the mystery of someone new in that position and what they may possibly bring outweighs what he does for me. So I'll get rid of him.
What about you, boss?
I'd get rid of Jorginho. I think he's done a good job at Arsenal. I think for 12 million, we've definitely got that back in terms of what he's given to our club. But if we're bringing in a 6, which is what we're hearing from Zubimendi's level, then Zubimendi, Rice, and Partey, that's enough. Like, we get rid of Jorginho and then we go and buy an 8. That's what I want to be seeing. I want to look at that midfield in August and go, right, that's what we need. There's a proper 6 there. There's a proper 8 there, and we've got backup. That's what I want to be seeing. And I think Jorginho, as much as I think he's done a good job, I think we've outgrown the likes of Jorginho and Zinchenko and these kind of guys now. So we need to go for the title. And I would say, personally, Partey out of the 2 that I would keep.
Okay, cool. And I'm assuming everyone's keeping Rice. I can't imagine anyone would want to sell Rice.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I guess the better question for Rice is: Would you prefer to see him play as the 6 next season?
Yeah, for me, he's a 6. I don't like him in the Gerrard position. If I'm honest, I can't stand what Arteta's trying to do with Rice. He's completely destroying him, in my opinion. But that's just me. Everyone thinks I'm a hater, so I'll let someone else come in on it. I think Rice is a 6, man.
He is a 6, but he's a brilliant 8 as well.
Yeah, and he can only improve. He's a player he wants to do better. He specifically said he came to Arsenal because of coaching and how he's made so much players better. So at the moment, you're right, he's not best at the 8, but I can see him getting better at it. But even just versatility between the 6 and the 8, he's a must keep, man. He's an important player for us. He's been amazing this season, and his availability is priceless, man.
I think he'll be fantastic. I think he's a great 6. That's his place. However, I feel like if we get the quality midfield we're looking at getting, we'll start to see a lot more of him doing fantastic in what you just said, Chinks. That, hey, getting into the box, bursting. We know technically he's got it. So that's why it's so important to change up that midfield, because he can do both roles. You know what I mean? And that will work for us in big games. So, yeah, listen, he's a defo keep, future captain.
Okay. So I'm just going to throw it out there. Yeah, and think of it what you will, but I am defo 1,000,000% selling Mikel Merino. I'm sorry, I'm defo. Why? There's a few reasons why. I don't think he's necessarily been bad, but I just don't think he's of the level that we need at Arsenal to like really push on and actually go and win like silverware. I really want to avoid the scenario next season of him potentially playing 9. Arteta always has this thing where something works once and then he just runs with it to the end of time. And I personally think that I think he's just too slow. I don't think he's suited to the intensity of the Premier League. Like, I'd be happy to just call it an L, just hold hands up, call it L, and whatever money we can. It's very similar to Calafiori. Whatever money we can get back for him, cool. But yeah, that's where I stand. I wouldn't again. I'm not holding the gun at Berta and saying that you must sell him. But if I was given the option to keep or sell, I would definitely sell. What are you not saying?
Yeah, I'm keeping him, bro.
He ain't my favorite player at all, but he's staying, bro. I would replace and upgrade because I think the guy's bang average. I don't really see much difference between him and El Neni. I gotta be honest. I don't know what this guy does, other than he's got physical attributes. That's it, and he can get a couple of headers. But I didn't really want to be trying to win a title by flinging crosses into the box and letting Merino get his bonce on it. So for me, I'm kind of done with that. But we're gonna keep him, man. So I personally would upgrade on him, but he's going to stay. To be fair, I don't mind him playing in the 8 as the backup if we go and buy a proper 8 like a Morgan Rogers, somebody like that. That's the sort of player we've got to be bringing into in the title, not another Mikel Merino. I mean, crikey. Anyone who thought that summer was going to win us the league needs to go and take himself out the loony bin, man. Jeez. Real talk.
He freed up Havertz. It's the injuries, man. He freed up Havertz, man, I think. But I'd keep him, man. I appreciate him going up front as well, man. He scored some goals for us. And a lot of players wouldn't want to do stuff like play out of position and take all the slack. I think as it's like what you said about El Neni, is they got similar traits. They're just sensible. He's like the I don't know, like the project manager. You know, the intelligent guy that just keeps stuff simple. Like he's just a manager. He's just a manager. Like he just keeps it simple. Don't do nothing extravagant. If there's a chance for me to get my head on it, I will. So I just keep him.
I think I'm a bit disappointed in him because I didn't see a lot of football on, but when I was watching the compilations, I was trying to convince myself, like, oh, it's going to work, it's going to work. And I watched him. He just seems like split second too slow, a bit too, you know what I mean? And it's not working. And like Dan said, we don't want to see him up top. Like, it's not working for us. Obviously, we've been unfortunate of injuries, but you've got to have a squad. And he's a great player for next season when you're playing them home games against, I don't know who, if Ipswich will stay up, but as an example, I'll bring him here and take out this one and, rotate. We can't have 22 fantastic players that are always going to play games. You know what I mean? You need players that can come in, rotate, play them, and then you play your best team. We've seen it with Liverpool. The random Kwanzaa comes in at centre back. Like, what the hell? But that's the job in midfield. The same thing, Endo. So, I think that's what we've got. We need a lot of defo.
I hear it. So a general consensus is keep. I hear it. So now, anybody that says sell, I'm definitely looking at sideways. My brother, my bro, Kai Havertz in it. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. Get this
Keep
guy
him, man.
gone, man.
Oh, for real. Go on.
Oh,
son.
man said sell him. Okay,
Go
Sard. Okay, Sard. Okay, Sard.
With all
Sideways.
due with all due respect,
Sideways.
no, listen, Hooks,
Sideways.
big
I
up
see.
Hooks, bro. Big up. That's all I'm gonna say is big up Hooks. Do you know what I mean? But with all due respect, bro, this guy is showing his true colors, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? It was in fact a little purple patch that he had, bro. That when he was doing all of that scoring. Big up to him, though. Do you know what I mean? He's injured now. We're gonna see what he does in the new season because he's not gonna get sold. But if it was up to me, I would sell Kai Havertz for whatever we can get for him, and I'd get proper strikers, I'd get proper attackers, bro. Because I'll be real, man. Sometimes this guy like sometimes he does something right, but that's like once in like 10 times. Out of 10 times, he'll probably do one thing or two things right, and then the other 8 times, bro, it's all wrong. So, listen, big up to Kai Havertz, man. Do you know what I mean? Because he did actually go on some mad scoring form, but bro, he just showed it's a bit of a purple patch. Do you know what I mean? He started to go a bit dry again. But anyway, yeah, man, I'd sell, man.
I hear it.
Go on. Sorry.
So I'm a keep. Sard is a sell. Are you man team Hooks or team Sard in it? That's what we're trying to figure out right now. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Team Hook just.
So who's that for again? Sorry, bro.
Havertz.
No, Havertz a keep, man. Mad.
Definitely keeping it. He's. I think he's tactically.
He'll be the best squad player in the world.
Jesus, wow.
He needs to be a bench player. If he's a bench,
Underhanded
the only problem we've got is his wages. But if he's a bench player, like, are we taking into account all that type of stuff, wages and all that, or is it just as a player?
So he's got 34 games, 15 goals, 5 assists.
Brilliant sub player. Brilliant.
That's Trossard. That's not him.
He'll be a brilliant bench player, man. But the only problem is his wages. If he's about wages, it depends if you're taking in wages or not. I don't know.
Yeah, we're taking in everything. Taking in everything.
Oh, you're taking in his wages and that? Okay, then I would sell then.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't know you was taking in all that. If you're taking in that context of it, like we can get another player and put them on 275. Like that's Isaac money.
The wages are the biggest disgrace, if I'm honest. Let's just be real. This manager and Edu and whoever it was that was involved in that signing has pretty much fucked up big time and set us back with that signing. That is a crazy signing for me. Crazy. 65 million and 290k a week. Wow. That'll go down as one of the worst bits of business that Arteta's done, man, because that has stumped us. That has stumped us for another player. That has now screwed us because he's got to have to play now. He can't be a squad player on 290k a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Saliba, Saka, and Gabriel are all going to go, yeah, okay, I want 350 then. Oh, no, we can only... No. You're putting me on 350, all of us, because you put this guy, Kai Havertz, on 290 a week. This is like going to buy a car and they're saying, yeah, what's it up for? Yeah, it's up for 14 grand. Do you know what? I'll give you 24 grand, yeah? What? Yeah, all right, then. I'll take it now. That's what we've done with Kai Havertz. Chelsea are howling. They're like, raw. And then we're getting excited because he scored more player. He's fine as a squad player. He's fine to bring on and give us a different dimension. But this was supposed to be our absolute, like, this was a Van Dijk and Alisson window with Rice and Havertz. And we bought 100%. Rice and Havertz. Like, I love Rice, but Havertz, really?
It's a joke.
We damn messed up, bro. We damn messed up.
Bayern
Munich said it's 45 mil. I'd take it. Real talk.
You know, you lot are
Yeah, I'm with him on that. Like I say, it depends on the context. If you're putting in the context of the wages and stuff like that, then you got to be serious. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you lot think if you had to grade his time at Arsenal, scrap wages, because obviously that sways it. We're only paying him that because Chelsea paid him 250. So just based on strictly footballing and how he's done for the team, what would you lot give? Good, bad, poor, shit.
No, he's a good player. He's a good player, man. He's a good player. Like overall, he's a good player. But so is Callum Wilson. So is
that's
disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying these players are good players as well. I'm saying Havertz has been a good player for Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? But has he been a better signing than Trossard, for example? Has he been a better signing than
He's
say
been all right, man. He's been all right. He's been all right. He
he's
scored some
a
good
good
goals.
player. He's done a
Scored
good
more
job.
goals than
He's not doing
Trossard
no
ever
different.
scored
He's not doing no
season.
different to Marino up front.
Nah, this is
No,
disrespectful.
but you know what? Guys are forgetting something here. When we bought him, what position did we buy him to play in?
Yeah, exactly. We bought
Midfield.
him as an attacking
We
eight.
bought him
and
to
he's
play midfield. That
up
was
front.
Xhaka went. And that
Yeah.
was what you were trying to give us. And that we all probably thought the same way. When I saw the sign, I was like, "You've killed us now." And all hope I had for that season was done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but you can't. But we signed him to play left 8. Cool. Whether you want to grade that or not, it doesn't work. But he's gone up top and he's done all right. But there's
Hasn't worked, though.
he works. He works hard, you know. There's
But-
games
but
when he'll be up
Trinks,
front.
Trinks, yeah, you
for
see what you
17
said
minutes, and then he'll
You
drop
see-
into the left 8 for
You see
20
what you
minutes.
said there, yeah, is exactly the point that man will make.
Facts.
You signed him to play in the left 8, it didn't work.
Didn't work.
Then you play him up top, and it hasn't worked. He's
He's
been
still
okay
How has it not worked?
because he's not a top striker. He's not a top striker, bro.
Neither is Firmino, though. But you lot are
Havertz is not. Firstly, Havertz is not
judging a
Firmino.
fish by how it can fly.
But firstly,
You get what-
Havertz
you
is
get what
not.
I mean?
Havertz is not Firmino. That's the first thing.
No, but you're saying as a striker, like just because he plays in that centre spot, that don't mean that he's sharer. Like, do you get what I mean?
Chinks, do you know?
Do you want
Chinks,
a
do you know what my
striker,
issue
or
is?
do you want a backup striker?
Pardon, sorry.
Do you want a backup to Havertz then?
I want someone to compete and probably play ahead of Havertz for a particular game state.
So
I
it
think
ain't
Havertz
worked
is
then.
good
So
in
we've tried to replace Xhaka and we've tried to replace Aubameyang, and he's failed in both of those positions.
I'd rather see Jesus go than Havertz and try and get someone else.
No, but
They've
that's not
got-
the question.
Jesus needs to go, yeah, but look, Nicolas Pepe was £72 million and got top scorer, but everybody wanted him gone. Kai Havertz is 65 million on more money, top scorer, but everyone now wants him to stay. I'm not saying Pepe is better than Havertz, but I'm saying keep the same kind of energy for Pepe that you had for Havertz because it's very similar scenario, very similar.
Pepe never worked. No, sorry, I'm going for that English work hard thing again. I see when I'm fighting an uphill battle. Go on.
Yeah.
I can see it, I can
Chicks,
see
you
it.
know what? Yeah, it's when you drop that, when you use the reasoning like, oh, he works hard. Like, I feel like we're doing the Lacazette treatment. Do you know when Lacazette was like towards the back end, bro, and then we were like, nah, but you know what? He works hard. Like he's running around, bro. He's proper trying. Like, bro, sometimes like when we use that as an argument, yeah, it gives like the fact that we can't like for me, I look at Havertz here and I'm like, okay, he's done all right, yeah. He's done what he needs to do. I think D's got a bit crazy with comparing him to Mikel Merino up top, because I think between him and Mikel Merino, I think he's actually scored a lot more.
It's the same thing. The only difference is that Havertz presses more. What's the difference between having Merino and Havertz up top?
Well,
He helps Saka. He drifts out to the left. He's a better out ball.
Yeah,
he works hard.
Yeah.
His
I think
press
he
is
looks-
immense. His
for me,
shadow
he look-
press is great. He's better.
Shadow
more
technically.
natural.
Oh
For
my
me, he
God.
looks more natural up top.
A striker is meant to score
than
goals.
Merino.
That's it.
I hear it.
You're judging a fish by how it can fly.
So if Merino, all right, cool. So if Merino scores, let's imagine he scored 20 goals a season, yeah, and Havertz scored 10 goals a season, but he was doing all the extra stuff. Who had a better season up front?
Up front, if you're basing it on goals, it's gonna have to go with more goals.
Striker's
Isn't
job
it?
is to score goals, isn't it?
If you're traditionally a striker, I suppose. If that's all people at the front of the pitch,
And that's
are-
what we were lacking. We're not lacking a
So
target
for
man.
Firmino's dog shit, then, isn't it?
Firmino, listen, forget
Yeah.
all that. What I'm saying is, for
No, but
Arsenal,
that's my
what
point.
we-
I can't forget my main point
No,
because
what I'm saying
you're
is, brother,
judging
my
him by
point is-
scoring goals when majority of Liverpool goals came from the width.
No,
and
he's
he
not.
was just
He's
like
not.
a
He's not
decoy to
dog
create
shit. But
space.
Firmino is not classed as a top striker. That's the whole point. He's
I
not-
hear it.
I don't even know what we're arguing now. Are we arguing
Yeah.
to keep Havertz or get rid of Havertz? What one are we going for?
I'm heavy on the keep. That's
There's no more to argue because it was a 3-3 draw, and then the chat decided that we sell Havertz. So Havertz is out the door, unfortunately. Looking at everybody,
Oregon.
looking at everybody sideways. I won't lie. But I just assuming everybody wants Jesus gone. I'd be surprised if anybody wants to keep Jesus.
Yeah, he's got to go, man.
The injuries are mad. Okay, cool,
Come on,
sweet.
man.
So Martinelli, keep, sell.
You lot might hate me.
Oh,
You might hate me.
I like him, man.
For good money, I think he can go, you know, generally.
Let's
I
go.
just think, you know what? Because if you look at it, What's that Saudi club? I can't remember which one. They're offering supposedly.
Yeah,
Al Hilal. Imagine offer 100 mil. Any of you telling me?
Nah, you're taking it. You're taking
No
it.
way. I'm not taking that. You're
not taking 100 M for Nelly.
100 mil.
Sorry. I thought you meant Magalhaes.
Hey, D, don't do that, man.
Oh, you scared me there, bro.
I thought you meant Gabby.
No.
Martinelli.
I'm saying that Gabriel Martinelli because with Martinelli, we remember that season. I always go back to it. He played best when he had the hand bandage on, bro. He had powers in that thing. He was phenomenal.
Yeah. You can go. We can go for 100.
You know what I mean? So for 100 million, me personally, I'd sell him. We talk about the type of output we want.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what
We
I
ain't
mean?
going to get 100 mil though, Matt, just to let you know.
No.
Fantasy world, isn't it?
Would you sell him if it come in like say 60 million?
That's what I was just about to ask. I was just about to ask the same question.
Because I'd be more tempted. I would keep Martinelli, yeah, because I like him and I give him one more year. But I do feel like there's potential for us to look at making some money if that bid was to come in. We ain't going to get anyone bid more than that. To be fair, 60
mil, I think I would take.
So
again, I'll take 60 mil, definitely.
So wait. So Dana, you keep or sell?
No, I'd keep him because I don't think that bid's coming in. But I would keep him, yeah.
Okay, cool. So keep. Chinks, you'll keep, right?
Yeah, I'd rather get rid of Trossard than him.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
What about you? Wait, so D, are you keep?
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what if we did what Pot said about the money and that, then it depends on what you're asking me. You say you just keep in general, or are we getting a big money for him?
Let's be average 60 mil. Would you keep him?
I'll take it. So
no, I'll keep him.
Okay, cool. Saad, what are you saying? Keep, sell?
Bro, I'm selling him, man. I'll be real. I know everybody's doing the sentimental thing. Do you know what I mean? He grew up with us. Big up Martinelli, this and that. Listen, I was fighting for Martinelli for these last 2 years, trying to fight for him. Bro, he's had 2 bad seasons in a row, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? With all due respect, I can't. If I'm trying to be a title-winning team, I can't sit here have players had 2 bad seasons in a row and say, I'm going to keep him. Whatever we can get for him at this point is going to be basically pure profit because we only spent, I think, like 3 million or 5 million on him, however much it was. So it wasn't a lot that we spent on him. So whatever we get back for him is going to be basically pure profit. So listen, I'm happy to sell him. Trossard can be like our bench option because Trossard he's already been doing that anyway. If Trossard goes as well, then we got to get 2 left wingers. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But that attack needs to go through a rebuild, bro. Restructure. Yeah. We need to, bro. That attack has been neglected, bro. So I already know heavy funds are going into that attack. So do you know what I mean? I'd get rid of Nelly, bro. I think his time is done, to be honest, in the Premier League anyway, or at Arsenal.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that's a 3-3. So we'll leave it down to the chat. Trossard. Who's keeping, who's selling? Me personally,
he goes.
I'll sell him.
Yeah, I'm going to sell him. I'll see if we can get some money from Saudi for him, man. He's rejected his deal. 1 year left. He don't want to sign. He's tapped out. So we have to sell him, in my opinion. And I'd happily take 35, 40 if that's what Saudi are paying.
I want to see
am I the orange one?
Wait, so far, D, me and Potts are sell. Anyone else sell? Or is
I'm sell.
I'm sell as well.
Scroll up a little bit, please, Hooks. Oh, fucking hell, I've kept the old team.
Yeah. I've still. I'd start me saying keep.
You're saying we're good enough to win the league next season. That's what you're saying.
What was that, Saad?
I'm keeping Trossard, bro. Keeping Trossard.
Saad, man. What's happening?
Nah, D, bro. I just explained it, bro.
You see what happened? Yeah, this was the perfect opportunity for Trossard to show us what he was really made of because he had no competition for a good 3-4 months. And this is what he's shown you when he's a starter for free. Not a coming in and out player, not a person that moans when he comes on and deserves to play. He's got 3-4 months to show us exactly what he does on the left-hand side. And this is what he's shown us.
You know what is though? I feel like Trossard, obviously he come in as a Premier League competent player. Yeah, that season scored against Liverpool and all of that. I feel like he lacks that burst of pace in the left wing we see from the Williams, that long guy's name at PSG, and Barcola and them type of players. So I feel like he's not going to work anyway in terms of how we want to develop and win the league. He's taken us to a level with Zinni, Jesus, but they're them type of players now. We can phase them out and upgrade even further.
He's got bad attitude as well, man. He's scoring, don't celebrate and shit like
mate, innit? He's
can't. But big him up, man.
Okay. So I mean, anyone that, given the chance, would keep Raheem Sterling.
No.
Guys, if anybody says yes, they're gonna keep him, I'm looking at you sideways. And do you know what I mean? We don't have to wrap this up right now, bro. There's no way that
End the stream, Dave. That's crazy.
Yeah, end the stream, bro. That's what it's gonna have to be, bro. Just hooks, bro. Just put him on the.
He's going back.
Like
Everyone
nothing.
You know, he's a what's the word? He's a monumental moment for me, you know, because when we signed him, I drank the Kool-Aid a little bit. I wasn't this disappointed. Like, I don't know why I believed the hype a little bit. I was pissed off, but I thought, oh, that's okay. But he's been diabolical, man. And he's Jamaican. I love all Jamaicans, not him though. He's on the pants, bro.
His arrival video got me gassed. I was at work. I watched it. What? Are we ready? Yeah? Are you ready? Oh
yeah.
Hey. I love all Jamaicans, but not him though.
All right, cool. So basically, we're keeping Raya, we're keeping Saliba, we're keeping Ben White, we're keeping Gabriel, we're keeping Timber, we're keeping Tomiyasu. Come on, keeping Calafiori, keeping Partey, Erdegaard, Saka, Miles Lewis, Skelly, Wanyeri, Rice, and Moreno. But we're selling Neto, Tierney, Kiwior, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Havertz. Can't lie, that's a mad one. Trossard, Martinelli, and Sterling. Obviously,
Hooks. It's an underbelly colour thing, man. Look at the players who've been sold.
Yeah.
They're all one particular colour. It's a colour thing. I'm telling you, lads. Look.
That is funny. That is funny. I can't lie. That is funny. That is funny. But yeah, obviously, big up everyone that came through to do the keep or sell. Obviously, gonna wrap up there. Make sure everyone on your way out, like the video. Everybody on the way out, make sure you're subscribing to the channel and make sure you're hitting up everybody else's channel. It is in the title. You don't have to go too far. Make sure you're showing them some love, subscribing. I will be redirecting you over to Deluded Guna. So jump over there and tell him hashtag Hooks Raid. You know, even though he thinks I'm one of the worst. Found out on Trench Talk yesterday. Sorry, Fam's on TV yesterday, but big him up still. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Blessings.
Big up.